Hola Andrea.
Hola, ¿qué
Hola,
tal?
¿qué tal? ¿Todo bien? Voy a presentarte brevemente, ¿ok? Ahorita se me acaba de perder mi Excel con las respuestas. ¿Llenaste el Excel cuando te mandé, verdad? Es donde te pedí tu biografía.
Sí, creo que sí, ¿o no?
Ya. Ahorita lo busco, es que se me
Ok.
acaba de perder el link. ¿Tienes tus slides? Si quieres, igual ya puedes ir compartiendo y vamos a empezar desde ahí.
Ya, ok. Voy. Ya. ¿Se ve mi pantalla?
Sí, se ve tu pantalla.
Ok. Ya, no me veo yo, pero bueno, me avisas cualquier cosa.
Sí, sí, tranquilo. Ya, entonces, a las 12 yo voy a empezar a admitir gente. Yo creo que vamos a
Ujú.
esperarlos hasta las 12:05. De ahí te presento brevemente. Voy a explicar como los topics de tu presentación. A ver, solo para confirmar, pusiste introducción a Natural Language Processing, Key NLP Services in Azure AI, Building NLP Models with Azure, and use cases and applications on NLP and hands-on examples. ¿Está bien así?
Sí, está bien.
Ya, entonces voy a mencionar esos topics y ya después empezamos.
Ya,
Ok.
ok. Sí puedo pasar el enlace, ¿no ve? Público.
Ah, sí, sí. Si quieres, igual me los mandas y yo los voy mandando por el chat.
Ya.
Vi que igual estabas dando las charlas en presencial.
Eh, ya basta.
Wow.
Claro, es que me ofrecieron hace tiempo y yo dije, ay, a ver, para agilizar lo de inglés lo haré ahí. Y lo di en la católica,
Ujú.
o sea, con los slides en inglés. Y ya yo lo expliqué ahí en español, así. Bonito, interesante esos servicios de Microsoft, pero me fijé y yo tengo el servicio corriendo pues desde hace cuánto, hace 10 días más o menos. Pero ahorita
Ah,
termina la sesión y voy a borrar esos servicios. Porque
ujú,
luego no. Usaste tanto.
sí. Ay, tengo una pregunta. ¿Tú te acabaste ya tus créditos? O sea, ¿te los sacabas mensualmente?
No, la verdad no. Ahorita más bien que me dijiste del de Azure, recién
Ujú,
le metí, ¿sabes? Así como que, oye, interesante. Y hay incluso un servicio que para nosotros no está disponible, que es el de conversacional, lenguaje, sí, conversacional, entendimiento de lenguaje conversacional, no está habilitado
ujú.
para nosotros.
Ah,
Y
wow.
son bien grandes, y los temas son bien grandes. Ahorita voy a darles, por ejemplo, el tema de análisis de texto,
Ujú,
que ya usando el servicio de Azure es un poquito más complejito, no complejo, sino que es extenso. Y también el del lenguaje conversacional, pero como te digo, ese no hay en servicio.
ujú,
Y un poquito sí me faltó cubrir temas, por
mm.
ejemplo, de pregunta-respuesta y lenguaje de traducción. Ese se ve
Ah, ya.
bien interesante. Ujú.
Pero nice. O sea, yo igual estuve explorando un poquito de los créditos, solamente así creando algunos servicios, ya se me fueron descontando los créditos, pero nunca me los
Ujú.
acabé. Entonces, no sé si es como que ahora recién te renuevan una vez que se te acaba todo, porque recuerdo
Ujú.
que antes aparecían con 200 nuevos, ¿viste? Y, y ahorita ya no. Y no sé, no
Ujú.
sé, tengo miedo.
Sí, igual, están cambiando hartos políticos, ¿no? Para empezar, a
Sí.
mí me choqueó mucho lo de LinkedIn. Yo era súper feliz. LinkedIn, tengo LinkedIn. Andaba diciendo a todo el mundo, tengo LinkedIn. Ahora ya no tengo.
Sí, sí. Y me gustaba esa plataforma, la verdad es que sí, he hecho varios cursitos ahí.
Sí.
Ujú.
Lo peor era que a mí me gustaba picar, o sea, no era como que me quedaba con uno hasta el final, ¿no?
Ajá.
Vichi, ahora lo extraño.
Ya.
Ya sé.
So, voy a ir admitiendo personas. Ah, ya les estás admitiendo, ¿no? Ya, so. Hello, everyone. We're going to start like in 3 more minutes, please, so everyone can join the meeting.
Morning. Good afternoon, good night. I don't know.
It's here in Bolivia. It's good afternoon, right?
Yes. Here I see Dija. Hello, Dija. How are you? Hello, guys, and welcome everyone for this session. Let's wait 2 more minutes, please. Hello, hello.
Hello.
It's really great to have you today with us.
Thank you. Okay. Well, I have a question. I have a video that I'm going to I don't know if you want me to share to you the link, or I don't know
It's
if it's
an
going to
external
here.
video. It's an external video. You can share me the link so I can put it in the chat.
Yep.
Okay. So now we're almost here. We're going to start this meeting. Okay. Welcome everyone for this session. This session we have an amazing speaker today. So today we are going to start introducing our speaker. Let me introduce the speaker for today. She is Andrea Laruta. She's a friend of mine. She's really special for me. And she's systems engineering student. She is Gold Student Ambassador in Microsoft Learn and part of the Women Tech Makers and Google Developer Group organizer. She's an amazing person, so I hope you can enjoy this meeting. So for today, we have the topic of natural language processing with Azure AI. And we have Introduction to Natural Language Processing, key in natural language processing services in Azure AI, building natural language processing models with Azure AI Studio, use cases and applications, and of course, hands-on examples and demonstration. And my name is Valentina Lázaro. I will be hosting this meeting for today with Andrea and Dia Vijay, and I'm part of the leaders of Women and Gender Minorities in Tech community. So if you have any question or do you need help with anything in the meeting, you can write on the chat or just ask about help and I will help you. So let's start for today's session. Andrea, you can start if you're ready.
Okay, well, I'm ready. Thank you so much. I was reading the comments in the chat. Nice to meet you too. I think it was Ricardo. So hello everyone. It's pretty beautiful to be here. So I'm going to talk to you about Microsoft Azure AI fundamentals, but specifically with natural language processing. Okay, we're going to see, as Valentina was explaining, the services that it has to share with us. So let's go. Okay, about natural language processing with Azure AI, we should be covered these five subtitles, we're going to say. But I'm going to go like deeper in the first one, that it says fundamental of text analysis with the language service. And the third one that it says fundamentals of conversational language understanding. The two cases that I'm presenting to you are pretty important. Wherever you are, you can use it. But we're going to see that maybe there are going to be some trouble with it, or maybe not. So I don't know if I can see, I want to share with you this video, like an introduction. I would like to know if you hear the video, please, Val.
Oh, we cannot hear the sound of the video.
Okay.
Maybe you can research your screen and activate the sound.
Okay. I'm gonna try taking out this. Sorry. So I'm going to share again.
Garani goes here.
Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to share all the this one. Yeah. You tell me if you can hear now.
Artificial intelligence isn't coming. It's
Yes,
here.
now we can hear the sound.
Right. Now, please see the video. It's pretty beautiful.
Artificial intelligence isn't coming. It's here. It's the defining technology of our time. But it's human ingenuity that makes it so powerful. Jane started losing her vision when she was 12. California Street. She uses Seeing AI. I crept down the stairs and out the door, which enables her to read and navigate her world. Microsoft AI is helping farmers adapt to climate change.
We can use technology to help feed the world without wrecking the planet.
Enabling wildlife conservation.
The ability to use AI really democratizes science. WildMe uses images from any source to help study endangered species.
And creating new ways for people with hearing loss to communicate.
I want the exact same information that my hearing friends have.
It's more than just imitating intelligence or sounding like a human. Microsoft AI is changing every industry, from healthcare.
And now you can see these finite details, the relationship with many structures,
To engineering. And telecommunications.
We are using artificial intelligence to change the way we are relating to customers.
AI lets us put people first.
The Microsoft tools really enabled us to breathe digital life into an iconic brand persona.
The product that we make is not a thing in a box. Microsoft AI empowers others to create experiences and potential. This is just the beginning.
Artificial intelligence, it's just opened up this whole world.
The future we invent is a choice we make.
Wow. So I'm going to stay with the last thing they said. The future that we make is a choice, right? So keeping up with this, let's go with the first one, okay? Here is going to be the basis, but as long as you have the basis, you're going to be successfully integrated into NLP services that is going to give us Azure, okay? So as an introduction, how computer systems interpret the subject of a text in a similar way humans do? Well, there it comes, the answer. Natural language processing. How can we use this? Pretty simple. 3 points to take care about. So it's a social media feed analyzer that detects sentiment for a product marketing campaign, for example. a product search application that summarizes documents in a catalog. That's pretty important for some people that really need those kind of tools. And an application that extracts brands and company names from text. Okay, those are like pretty simple examples that you can use NLP. And as something pretty important here, as we are using Azure, Azure AI language has functions for understanding and analyzing text. Azure AI language includes several features, as we're going to see next, that support sentiment analysis, key phrase identification, text summarization, and conversational language understanding. Okay, so getting into deeply with fundamental of text analysis with the language service, we're going to try to understand, maybe most of you already knows how this works, but understanding text analytics. Okay, so let's examine, like it says, some general principles and common techniques used to perform text analysis and other natural language processing. Okay, NLP, the tasks. So first, we're going to start with tokenization. I don't know if some of you maybe have I don't know, developed in Java. I remember when I was beginning with programming with Java, I was using the tokenization tools they have. So I was like going word by word, and I was able to do like these pretty little examples, like how many words, how many letters A does this paragraph has. I don't know. So here it's the same. Like the text analytics, it centers on tokenization at first. Now, like it says, text normalization, stop word removal, and grams. So text normalization, it's what? You're going to write maybe with capital letters. So this service is going to transform what you give into everything that's going to say, we're going to say to lowercase, first of all. Then it's going to take off the stop words like a, to, I don't know, there are a lot of words that are not important in the paragraph, let's say. And also it's going to create engrams, okay? Like, I don't know, I have to go to school. So go to school. That's the pretty important, like, those are the words more important in that, in that paragraph. Okay, what else? After that, it's going to, it also has the frequency analysis that, as it says, provides clue to main subject. Okay, so if in a paragraph you have a lot of words that says party or I don't know, afternoon, night, so that involves that you're going to have a party maybe at night, right? So it analyzes the frequency of those words to give you the main subject of that paragraph. What else? It also involves to have a machine learning for text classification. We're going to see beautiful examples, and you're going to pretty understand. I mean, you don't need like this development mind to understand that. It's pretty simple to get it. We're going to see an example of restaurant reviews, and as it says there in between the parentheses, it says 0 to 1. So everything it's used with decimals. Okay, so there's a lot of numbers between 0 and 1, and we're going to see how does that works. So what else do we have in text analysis? We have semantic language models. As it says there, it's encoding of language tokens as vectors. They are multi-valued arrays of numbers and known as embeddings. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a multi-dimensional, as you can see, a vector with with all these coordinates and the all the space. So as it says, each token occupies a specific location, semantically related. What does this semantically related mean? For example, here I have a number 4. It says doc 10.3.2. So it's positioned like here, right? Then we have we're going to go for cat. It says cat 10.3.1. So it's like located similarly, like close to dog. Because why? Dogs have like, I don't know, 4 legs. They have, well, they are pets, so they are pretty close. What else? We also have bark and meow that are these characteristics that dogs and cats have. But what are we going to say about skateboard? Skateboard is like pretty far away from what these animals or what these language tokens that we already seen are different, right? So it's pretty far away from the multidimensional space. So first of all, we got to understand that the words, the tokens that we are going to use with our language model, they're going to be semantically related, okay? Located. What else? Also, we're going to see something about entity recognition on LinkedIn. What does that mean? You have to type the subtype and an example. So Azure AI language with unstructured text, and it will return a list of entities. Okay, so for example, if you give, I don't know, Bill Gates or John in your paragraph, the Azure AI language service is going to know that that is a person. If you say Paris, if you say Mike, if you say New York, so it's a location, right? So it's going, it actually, this service has this ability to recognize that. Okay, location, organization, daytime, URL, email, and a lot of them. There's a list of them that I'm going to provide you with a lab or a something you can practice with, and you're going to see this list. So what else? We also have language detection. For each document submitted, yes, you can submit a document or something specifically to extract something that you really want to use the service with. So for each document that you submit, the service will detect these things. For example, the language name, as it says English, you have seen maybe the ISO 639.1-1 language. That's something pretty into the language service, okay? And it's going to give you what language is that. So it says N. If it would be Spanish, it would be S, right? And it would be changing, requiring of the paragraph circumstances. What else? A score indicating a level of confidence in the language detection. So there it comes, this example I was talking to you about. Yeah. For example, we have review 1, a fantastic place for lunch. The soup was delicious. So there's a score in there. We're going to see it. Document 1, it says. In my document 1, I have my review 1. The language is indicating that it's English. This is the result of Azure AI, okay? This is what it's going to give you. And it says, okay, the code here is N, of course, is English, and the score is 1.0. Why? Because the review is actually positive, right? So we have 1.0. Let's go for the next review. 2, it says, comida maravillosa y gran servicio. Review 2, it says, it's in Spanish. The code is ES as Spanish code. and the score is 1.0. So in Spanish, the review 2 is actually positive 2. What about the third one? It says the croque monsieur avec frites was terrific. Bon appetit. That's kind of hard to know what language is, right? It's like, I can see English and maybe French. I don't know. So the language detection that has the service with Azure and the text analysis, it gives you English, okay, and the code also in English. But what about the score? It doesn't give you a 1. It gives you a 0.9. Okay, so yeah, these are the little like results that gives you the service. So you can use, as it said, text analytics capabilities in Azure AI language to detect the language for each of these reviews, and it might respond with the following results, as we have seen. Now, here is something pretty important that we have to take into account. And what if we put something like, I don't know, some characters that doesn't give any feedback or any results to us? So as it says, analyzing, I have 2 points. I don't know how you say that, and a parenthesis right here, like a smiling face, results in a value of unknown. That's important. We're going to see too a list of what they are going to give you back, and a score of not a number. Exactly. If I will have a review 4 here with this smiling face I have here, I'm going to have a score of not a number. That's what it says. Now, which is used to indicate not a number, right? Okay. Too much words, too much paragraphs. Yeah, I'm going to talk to you what this sentiment analysis and opinion meaning. How it works, right? So, these reviews here and the score was nice, but how does it work inside? So let's go to it. The basis of it is in the sentiment analysis and opinion meaning. So what does it say? Evaluates text and returns sentiments, scores and label for each sentence, detecting positive and negative sentiment in social media, customer reviews, discussion forums, and more. This helps a lot because right now we are in a world that it's like completely changing. If you don't have your entrepreneurship, your company in social media, and you don't have this reviews, the discussion, the forum that is talking about this sentiment analysis and how they mine this the paragraphs or everything that are right for my company or for others company, it's important, right? Having presence in social media right now, it's pretty important, as I have said. So we're going to go deeper for these examples that are reviews or like longer, how they are analyzing. How Azure AI with text analysis actually analyze these reviews. Well, for the first review we have, it says, we had dinner at this restaurant last night, and the first thing I noticed was how courteous the staff were. We were greeted in a friendly manner and shown to our table immediately. The table was clean, the chairs were comfortable, and the food was amazing. Okay, that's review 1. We're going to see how Azure gives this review a score. How? It returns actually sentiment scores with 3 categories. Okay, first of all, it gives you the document sentiment, that it's a text. It can be positive or negative. It has also neutral, but the Azure AI service it's pretty like it's going to give you or positive or negative more substantially, okay? And also has these three categories: a positive score, neutral score, and negative score, okay? And they are going to give you a floating number. For the first review, we have document sentiment, positive, okay? And the positive score, how many? It's not a 1. Look at here, it says .90. What about the neutral score? It says .1, okay? So we have a 0 before the dot. Remember, it's just a value between 0 and 1, okay? What about the negative score? In the first review, we have .00. Okay, let's go to the next review. It says, our dining experience at this restaurant was one of the worst I have ever had. The service was slow and the food was horrible. I will never eat at this establishment again. So the second review is document sentiment, negative. And the positive score is .00. Neutral score, there's no even neutral score, .00, and negative score .99. It's not a 1, but it's the .99. It's actually 1, right? Okay, what else do we use into text analysis with the language service? We use the key phrase extraction. It's important what every customer or every person that gives us reviews, in which word they are focused, right? So the language service, it actually focuses on it too. So key phrase extraction identifies the main points from text. So saying, for example, fantastic experience, great food, I don't know, good attention, that's important for the language service. Okay. Now, how does this everything works? We are having examples till now with little sentences, right? But in the actual world, like in real world, you have a lot of information, and you can actually have that information, that raw text actually, and put it into the preprocessing, as it says, the language service. This is going to have a tokenization after it, and it's going to be trained where? Into the language model. Okay, so into the language model, you can do all of this that Azure actually gives you, services with text analysis, opinion mining, machine translation, summarization, and conversational AI. Okay, it depends on how or which result do you want to have for your own purposes. Okay. Now here, I would like you to answer in the chat, maybe, if you have been listening to me or not. So the first question, it says, you want to use Azure AI language to determine the key talking points in a text document. Which feature of the service should you use? Any answer over there? You want to use Azure AI language to determine key talking points. No? Okay.
No answer for the question, I guess. But Andrea, maybe you can answer a question. Oh, here we have a comment. They say key phrase extraction, and B.
Yes, exactly. Key
Amazing.
phrases.
Yes.
Nice one. Yes, that one.
And
What
we have, sorry. And we had a question from the slides. He says, what if I use idioms of a specific region?
It's going to detect it. I mean, Azure AI language service, it has like pre-charged all the languages like in the world, as I have seen, and it goes like closer to the language that the sentence is more using. Like we have seen before, right? It was using like French, but it ended with English, and somehow the Azure AI language service was detecting it as not too bad, not too good, maybe neutral, but it detected. So you can put any other specific region languages, not only English and Spanish.
Amazing. Thank you, Andrea. And we don't have any more comments, so I guess you can continue.
Okay, but I'm going to need another comments for the second question. You use Azure AI language to perform sentiment analysis on a sentence, and the confidence scores. Oh, here it comes the example I would like to understand. So the confidence score is .04 positive, .36 neutral, and .60 negative are returned. So what do these confidence scores indicate about these sentence sentiments? What do you think? Yeah, definitely. Eric, Andres, Ricardo. Pretty good. Yeah, that's the answer. Remember, the language service is going to always be between 0 and 1 values. Okay? So the last one, it says, when might you see another number returned for a score in a language detection? Any? Yes. Archida. Oh, you're pretty good on understanding. I like it. Okay, so we're going to see here a lab using this language resource we have, and I'm going to give to Valentina these slides for you to get into them. I don't know, but right now we're going to go to the lab. Thank you, everyone. They were answering, Valentina. I'm so happy. And okay, we're going to create a language resource. How do we make this? Here is the lab. You can get into Microsoft Learn. Everything is there. And as it says, Azure AI language provides advanced natural language processing over raw text. We have seen before with the picture we have. And here is important that includes 4 main functions, right? Sentiment analysis, key phrase, extraction, language detection, and named entity recognition. Okay? Okay, first of all, you have to create a language resource into the Azure portal. And there you have to look for language service and create the language service actually. After that, you have to continue to create your resource with all the default features that it has. Don't add any others. And remember, using this Azure, if you are a student, you have like kind of credits, so look for it. And with your institutional email, that's going to give Microsoft some sort of identification that you are a student actually. And after creating the language, is going to ask you some of these questions. For example, if you what kind of subscription you want, and the resource group you're going to use. In this case, we're going to use the MPL service. So, and the region that I put it closer, that is the closest that is to my country. So I used Brazil South, and the name you can put it into, it's on you, the name. And the pricing tier, it can be free, or at some point they could ask you to pay. But remember, you have more benefits if you have your institutional or educational email. Okay, after that you have create, they give you like a little review of what you're doing, and they give you a sum up of what you've been selecting. After that, you can put create, and you have this text analytics that you have created. And what else? The language studio, Microsoft Azure. Oh, yeah, before we were in the Microsoft Azure portal platform. So we were creating here the MPL service. After that, and I'm going to show you because I have it right here. Yes. So here's my for my Azure portal, and I have my my MPL service here, this one. Okay, I haven't yet created this one. How do I do that? So we're going to go to the language studio that Microsoft Azure also has, but and this is the link. And you have to select a resource right here. Okay, actually, you have to create it first. Okay, select an Azure resource because we have already created the NPL service. So I am logging into this Azure directory as a student ambassador, and actually I have to select the same I have selected in my Azure portal. It's a Visual Studio Enterprise subscription. The resource type, it might be in this case it's going to be a language. And here, as you can see, I can select what I have created in my Azure portal, right? Andrea Laruta NPL, okay, with my pricing tier. And I put done. After that, I'm going to have a resource right there. Okay, let me show you here if I can switch directory. It says, yeah, right here. Here in the language studio, you can have more than just one resource. Okay, right now I have just only one resource created. Okay, so here you can select any Azure resource you have created. And important here, before keep on going with these kind of examples, is that as of July 2023, Azure AI services, it's not, it has passed, let's say, from cognitive services. If you ever get to see some documentation with using cognitive services, everything has passed into Azure AI services. Okay, it became like more global on using any services that Azure AI actually has. Okay, it's not only cognitive. So as it says, the two names refer to the same type of resource. Okay, now into Language Studio, as we have already selected our resource, what do we have inside? We have, okay, we're going to see it here. Here, you're going to have a platform or a view just like this. But what we actually want right now, it's classified text. Okay, after classifying text, you go to analyze sentiment and mine opinions, as it says in my slides. And inside analyze sentiment and mine opinions, what we're going to have, this is the view that we have at first sight. And what we can do here, it's pretty nice and intuitive. Classify text. Where is it? Where is it? No, this is here it is. So first of all, you can select the language there were some people that were asking, what if I have another language or another idiom? You can have, okay? So you can select the language, select the resource. I actually have only one resource, and after that you can enable the opinion meaning. And here we have some examples. This one is the one that has a little paragraph. Okay, what does it say? It says, I bought a size S and it fit perfectly. I found the zipper a little bit difficult to get up and down due to the size rushing. The color and material are beautiful in person, amazingly comfortable. For us as normal, I don't know, as people, it's kind of difficult to know, is it negative? Because it was negative at first sight, but then it became with the color and beautiful, and you can, oh my god, how I'm going to describe this comment, right? So we're going to run this. You just put some run, and the language studio service is going to give us these results. It says positive, you have 75%. So first of all, it's mixed, and the confidence is 75%. Negative, you have 25%, and it goes by sentence. So it's going to extract from the paragraph exact sentence, and it's going to analyze every word or how do they get linked together. For example, if for sentence 1, it says, I bought a size S and it fit perfectly. Okay, how is this language analyzing this sentence? It says sentence sentiment positive 100%, no neutral, no negative. Nice. What about sentence 2? It says, I found the zipper a little bit difficult to get up and down due to the side rushing, right? What is doing here? It's like it has an assessment with zipper and difficult. Yeah, here for difficult, the target is being zipper, right? So here in the opinion, it's telling me, okay, zipper, it is a target, and it's completely difficult. And I mean negative, 100%. Okay, that's what it says. What else? The sentence sentiment is completely confidence. There's no confidence because it's negative. And the opinion. Okay, that's what is giving us for the second sentence. We're going to see the third sentence here. It says the color and material are beautiful in person. What is going on here? Okay, for color, it says it has an assessment with beautiful and also material with beautiful. So color and material are being like going for a good opinion, right? We have 2 targets and 1 assessment. How does the Azure Language Studio gives us results on this? Sentence sentiment 100% positive. Cool. The opinion it was about the color and the material, right? Let's go for the last sentence. It says, amazingly comfortable. Positive, completely. Confidence 100%. Okay, so that is how Language Studio with the service of Azure AI works. Okay, so this is the original text, and basically, and to sum up, is giving you this kind of resume. We're going to say that sum up the document sentiment and everything that you need. But what if you want to analyze, I don't know, a raw text full of it, right? So it's going to give you somehow, it can give you also with a JSON, so that's pretty cool. The you can like put it into a rack and then getting all that together with the NPL and natural language processing with NLP, and it's going to give you the answers you want, right? I don't know. Maybe you can, for this example, get a better distributor maybe for the zippers, right? So there's other kind of examples we have here, and you can use it. Okay, this one is way more longer. For example, this one, it says, I can describe my experience of this game in 2 words. Technology recharged. Best day ever, it says. Nice. What are the results here? We put some run, and it says 98%. And again, it describes. And here we only have one sentence. So it's analyzing, it's 98%, right? That's all with the language studio. Okay, I don't know if until there you have any question using the service, you can tell me. And we have seen this sentence and all that. No questions, you just tell me. Oh, Andres, I think you have answers, right? Yep.
Yes, we have 2 questions from Andres. The first one is like, what if you mix languages in this tool, like languages with different grammar?
Oh, okay. While you're using the tool, I mean, we're going to see here. We actually have an example with it, right? But we can use it. Let's go with the example. Let me look for it. We have it. We have it here. It says, the croque monsieur avec frites was terrific. Bon appetit. You can always put the first language. Okay. Let me go for it here. Okay, we're going to mix as you want. It says the croque monsieur. I am not French. I don't know too much French. I'm just starting in Duolingo. Was terrific. Terrific. Bon appetit. Okay. There. So we're going to use it with it. The croque monsieur avec frites was terrific. So you can always here select the principal language where you want to be, where you actually want to analyze the text that it's giving the people, the reviews or anything, right? So I'm going to select English, then we're going to put French, and we're going to see what happens, okay? So we're going to put run and analyze sentiment. Document sentiment, positive. 95% positive. It says terrific. It has an assessment with croque monsieur avec frites. And that's it. It only has one sentence, right? And also here, it has 2 sentences. The second sentence, it says bon appetit, right? And the target is, and here, positive. Okay, now we're going to do it with French. Here, what it has for us. Look, it has 99% positive and with the two sentences, right? 100% for the one and 97% for the second one. Okay, so here you can use it as an example with the language studio, but as long as you have a raw text with all the things that you want to analyze, you can always select like the main language you're going to focus on. I don't know if your answer, if the question is answered. Yep. You're welcome. Okay, so it's pretty simple. I don't know if you have difficulties using the platform. As you have seen, it's pretty intuitive, simple. You can write, you can create your service. It's not. I don't see too much difficulties in there. Okay. Now, I would like, as a parenthesis, to give you this important. This is important. That's why I am cutting this. It says Introduction to Microsoft Azure AI Fundamentals. We have actually Microsoft has a certification that it says AI 900, and this certification is pretty important for your foundations and for the understanding of the services that actually Microsoft AI gives us, right? And it's ideal, as it says, for professionals who want to gain knowledge, skills in AI technologies, and also the Azure cloud environment. There are a lot of companies that are using these services, okay? For their statistics and how they're going to evolve in the future. So it's pretty useful, and I really encourage you to see it. Okay, and also this, you have batches. At first, you can get into fundamentals. You have the AI fundamentals, Azure AI fundamentals, Azure fundamentals, Azure data fundamentals. In there, you can like go succeeding to associate and also expert. Okay, and that's the sorry, little cut I'm going to do. And after that, we're going to get into the number 3 that we have that I have already told you. We had this case that it actually worked with me here in Bolivia, this language service, and we're going to see here for the fundamentals of conversational language understanding. Okay, here as an introduction, I'm going to talk about Alan Turing, that in 1950 he created like the Turing test. I don't know who has seen the Imitation Game movie. It's pretty cool. I recommend you to see it if you haven't. And it as it says, it a hypothesis that if a dialogue is natural enough, you may not know whether you're conversing with a human or a computer, right? So based on that, these fundamentals of conversational language understanding, into the subtitles that we're going to get into is like describing conversational language understanding. And the core concepts here are utterances, entities, and intents, okay? I prefer to call utterances elocutions, but you can, into Microsoft, into Azure AI service, you should be calling utterances, okay? Basically, that's those are expressions. For example, when you're using at home a home automation system, when you say, you get into your house and you say, okay, it's too hot, turn on the fan, right? So your home, okay, turns on the fan. Okay, turn on the lights if it's night, I don't know. So those are allocations. utterances. Okay. About entities, an entity is an element, sorry, that an expression refers to. So if I say turn on, that's an entity. That's how the service is going to understand that you're given actually them to it an entity. Okay, turn on the fan, turn on the light. What about the intents? The intents are the purpose or goal in the expression. Again, turn on. Okay. Okay. This is actually not like that, but the entities are actually defined, and the light, sorry, and the intent is the turn on. Okay. Remember that. Do not get mistaken as I do. Okay, next, what does this conversational language service actually does? As we have seen with the first one, it has a list and it's going to give it as a result. You have an intent, example, greeting, turn on, greeting like hello, hi, right? Turn on, it says, or switch the fan on, turn the light on. The entity is actually the fan, as I was telling you, the device. The entity in the third one, it says turn the light on, light the device, and check weather. Okay, what is the weather for today? Give me the weather forecast. What is the forecast for Paris? And there it's like recognizing the service, the entities that you're referring to. Paris, it says location, right? But what if I put myself some like philosophical, you say? What if I start asking, I don't know, what is the meaning of life? Or is this thing on? You are like being not exact. So the service is going to give you a non-intent, okay? Remember that. Of special interest is the non-intent. You should consider always using the non-intent to help handle utterances. So at some point, if you try to use these kind of services, remember that you have base points like related or intents that has to see with your program or whatever you're going to develop. But the non-intent, it has to be there, okay? Okay, getting started with the conversational language understanding in Azure. To get started in this, at first, we're going to see that you need exactly the Azure AI language and the Azure AI services. It's important, okay? The Azure AI language, as we have seen, it has you have to create a resource that enables you to build apps with industry-leading language, natural language understanding capabilities without machine learning expertise. Okay, that means you don't have to do it from zero. Actually, the Azure AI language is giving you that service. Okay, and you can use that resource for authoring and prediction. We're going to see later what's the meaning of authoring prediction. And the Azure AI services, a general resource that includes conversational language understanding along with many other Azure AI services. You can only use this type of resource prediction. Okay, so those are pretty important. Now, getting into how to use it about the authoring, it's creating the resource. We have seen how to create the resource, remember? So that's not too complex, okay? And also you have to train your model, okay? And you start by defining the entities, the intents that you want for your application, and this will predict the utterances, okay? We have seen the thing about training the model, that it gets into the authoring. And what else about predicting? When you're satisfied with the results that you have get into the service, actually, you can publish your conversational language understanding application to a prediction resource for consumption. Okay, The predictions are returned to the client application, which can then take appropriate action based on the predicted intent. So here, important for you to use these names, intent, related utterances, and entities to have a conversational, as it says, a language understanding. Okay. Now, for example, in my place where I live, I do not have the language. How do you say? As it says, custom conversation is currently only supported in certain regions. So in my region, actually, I do not have access to that. You have to go here, understand question and conversational language. And I here in Bolivia, I cannot use as the conversational language understanding. Okay, it's not supported here in my country. So we have seen something that we can use in our countries, but remember to be sure that you are able or not to use it in yours. Okay. Lastly, we have a little test for you to give me some feedback that you have understand or not. It says you need to provision an Azure resource that will be used to author a new conversational language understanding. I'm going to move it for you so you can see it. There it is. Oh no, you have seen the answers. Okay. Anyway, so what do you think for the first one? It's actually it's an easy one. What kind of resource did you create? Any answers? I know you have seen it. Okay. AI language. Okay, let's see it. Yes, exactly. Azure AI language. Okay, the second one, it says you are authoring a conversational language understanding application to support an international clock. You want users to be able to ask for the current time in a specific city. For example, what is the time in London? What should you do? What is the time in London? How would you answer that one? I think creating an intent for each city, maybe, right? Let's go to see the answer. No, it's define a city entity and a get time. Exactly. Intent with utterances that indicate the city entity. So be sure of what actually, and remember, those words are important, okay? Entity, intent, and utterances. Okay, what else? It says 3, you have published your conversational language and understanding application. What information does a client application developer need to get predictions from it? Okay, we haven't seen this one, so I'm going to give you the answer. It says the endpoint and key for the application prediction resource. Okay, really good. I mean, you are pretty good learners. Okay, to end this beautiful talk for you with you guys, I would like to give you the benefits of using Azure AI services. Okay, first, accelerate the development. If you are working with a team, it's pretty good to use these kind of services that Azure AI is giving you. If you are working in a company and you actually do not have these kind of services or using Azure, try to put it into the table with your boss maybe. So pretty good. And also the scalability and reliability that Azure has, flexibility, seamless integration. If that's pretty awesome because Azure it's pretty full of a lot of tools, and it's not, I'm not going to say complex, but it's complete. Okay, so if you use one or other technology and you want to use Azure, you can do it. So integration there, it's pretty important in companies right now. And also continuous innovation. Okay, latest advancements in AI technologies that you can have it in your company or where you're working using this kind of services. Okay, the quick links, I'm going to share it, share my slides into the chat so you can see it or access to them. And thank you. I recommend you to look for Daniel Jaramillo if you want to see more videos about using Azure AI services. That would be all from my side. And look for me in LinkedIn and Instagram.
Thank you so much, Andrea. And thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. Please don't leave this meeting yet. We are going to take a picture. So if you have any question also, you can contact Andrea through LinkedIn. She already sent the invitation, but I will share the LinkedIn through WhatsApp group. And maybe if you have another question about today's session, you can put it in the chat. Maybe we have a little bit, like 3 more minutes. Here we have a question actually. Here says, does Azure AI service provide any model for sentimental analysis of audio?
Okay, any model for sentimental analysis of audio? Yes, I think it does, but I haven't actually what do you say? I haven't go deeper into that, but I think it does because now with the Azure AI that it's evolving with all the artificial intelligence that is going succeeding, it does. Okay, but also you have to train somehow the model and what results do you want, right? Yeah, so it does. So sorry. Turn
Thank
on
you,
your camera.
Andrea. Yes, please turn on your cameras. We're going to take the picture and I will put the together mode. Come on, guys. Let's take the picture for today's session. This was an amazing session, Andrea. Thank you so much. And we have 16 people here. So please, if you can join for the picture, that will be great and amazing. Let's wait for some of you. What about Andres, Akisha, Abina, Eric, Efrata? Thank you, Dija, Esther. Okay. I will take a picture right now. So smile, please. 1, 2, and 3. Amazing.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Nice
Maybe, do you want to share something else with us, Andrea?
Oh no, I thank you. Being here is beautiful. I mean, minority and gender. I think it's something that we have to keep going with it. So talk to me any time you want to help or anything. I think Christina wanted to talk. Hello, Christina.
Hello.
This is very amazing. Nice to meet you, Andrea, and the group. It's good to see you.
Okay, thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Andrea, one more time. And Dija, do we have an announcement for today?
Yeah, hi. First of all, it was really an amazing session. Thank you so much for this session and sharing your knowledge, Andrea. So today we do have something to announce for you all, the participants, right? So we have got the vouchers, and you guys can give 2 exams for by using those vouchers. That is AZ 900 and AI 900 exams you guys can give through that vouchers. But one thing is there, you need to complete the exam before 30th of September. So yeah, before that you have to schedule your exam and complete it and give it, right? So I just wanted to know how many of you are ready to give the exam, Azure AI or maybe AZ 900 exam, fundamental exams. So if you guys are ready, just mention yes in the chat section so that we can track out, and we will soon going to announce about those who are getting the vouchers. You guys will get the email soon, and just let me know how many of you are actually ready for the exam, um, and if you are ready to give the exam by 30th, before 30th actually, 30th of September. Okay, we got
We
some
already have,
yes.
yes, like 5 comments in the chat, five interested people for the exam.
We do have 16 people here. Come on, guys.
Take the risk, guys. This is an amazing opportunity. We will give you some vouchers for the exam. And I know that the dates are very close, but I think that you already have all the acknowledgement and the information that you need for the exam.
Guys, just don't feel afraid. I assure you, like the
Yeah,
exams was easy. Yeah, sorry.
I have a
Please go ahead.
question.
Yeah.
Can we do the exam after September?
I'm really sorry, but we can't give exam deadline expiration date for the certification exams. So it is required for us to complete the exam, give the exam for 30th of September. This is what I have got. We have got actually from the community. I hope this clears. So those who are writing that they are interested but not ready to give the exams, guys, you are attending regularly this bootcamp, right? So you are being prepared for these exams. Like you are learning all the content which are there for the exam. You can just go ahead and just hit the Microsoft Learn, and in a week you can get all the concepts because it is fundamental exam, right? You can take guidance from our speakers because they are already certified. So I would say fundamental exams are very basic. You can just go through the documentation we do have, the pathways we do have, learning paths we do have on Azure Learning, Microsoft Learn. So from there you can actually prepare and give the exam quickly. So just don't feel like that if you are not ready. You are never ready. You just have to be ready. Okay, we do have the exam contain all. Sorry.
Christina says, is there a pre-exam simulation?
What does this mean? I mean,
Like a preparation for the test, I guess. Um, I guess there's not an exactly like a simulation for the test, but all the topics that the exam is going to cover is in the portal of Microsoft Learn. As Dia mentioned, we can share the links for the learning paths and maybe you can get ready for the test.
also you can explore a few videos on YouTube. They have already shared about their experiences and how the exam looks like, so you would be ready for that. Sure, we will share the links in the group. our WhatsApp group so that you guys can prepare accordingly. And about that coverage thing, there is few topics which are there. We, as this bootcamp is Azure AI bootcamp, we are covering everything related to Azure AI. Still, I would recommend go ahead and check out that Microsoft Learn for specific examination and check out the topics out there. And just make sure to go through the all the questions which are there mentioned in the Microsoft Learn. So that would be helpful for your exam. Mhm.
Excuse me, I have
Schedule.
a question, please.
Yeah, sure. Sorry.
Can I go ahead and ask the question?
Yeah, you can.
You've talked of us having exam before 30th, but you've not said the specific date. And the bootcamp is supposed to end on 28th, I guess. So I don't know. Do you mean that we're doing it after 20? That is 29th, before 30th.
Okay. So we are instructed by the Microsoft team that all the exam, the vouchers we do have, which we will going to give our participants, they need to schedule the exam and redeem that exam voucher before 30th of September and also give the exam before that. So this is how um, this is what they want actually, because after that the voucher would expire and even that exam duration would expire. So that was the deadline. You can give exam on 29 and 30, and after 30 you can't give. So 30, I think at night it will expire, maybe, most probably. Maybe Valentina, you do have any points to put?
So what you mean is we need to be given vouchers in the course of this coming week from Monday or when from today, because 30th is not very far.
Just a second.
I hope you understand what I've actually asked. Or can I repeat?
Just repeat once more. Really sorry, I was not able to understand the
Yeah,
exactly.
I was asking if it has to be done by the end of the month. That means we are supposed to be receiving our vouchers very as soon as possible.
Yeah. So after this session, maybe tomorrow or maybe the day after tomorrow, you guys will get the through email. So I'm noting down all the names for the participants who are joining, right, and who are ready to give the exam. So we will just seek your attendance, and we'll roll out Azure vouchers as soon as possible. And if I'm saying as soon as possible means like maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, you will get the email. And I assure you, we do have good amount of vouchers. So if you are interested, just make sure you have written yes or your interest, showed your interest here in the chat section.
Yes, and just to again, I've just thought of something. It is not that I'm thinking of failing, but what happens when somebody fails the exam and already the voucher had expired? What do you do?
I mean, what happens if you fail the exam, you can eventually go ahead and give the exam back. There are like 3 attempts which you can give or more. So I'm not sure about how many attempts do you have, but if you fail one exam, you do have chances. So you can again give the exam. Maybe 3 times it was, as I remember. But yeah,
So
even though you do have.
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Then lastly, apart from the exam that we are expecting to have, maybe a certificate from the Microsoft, are we also going to have some documentation or any certificate or anything that for these sessions that we have been for the bootcamp, just to show that we have
Okay,
been attending? Yeah.
sure. So for this boot camp, every active participant certification um, from WGMIT community and MLSA community. So yeah, don't worry about that. You will get certificate for this bootcamp separately, and the exam voucher, the MLSA official certification is different. So yeah, you will get the certificate for the bootcamp as well.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. If you do have any more questions, feel free to ask.
Says, can we register for the exam before 30, but it's scheduled to write the exam after 30? Oh,
No,
yeah.
actually. So every active participant will get one voucher, I think. Maybe. What do you think, Valentina? How many vouchers each
I guess
participant will
that,
get?
yes, we can share one voucher per participant, for active participants, actually. And this is why we are asking for today's session to know the interest about the participants, right? And maybe we can share later through WhatsApp group of forms so we can contact every participant and to be sure that they're going to use the voucher before 30.
Sure. We will
Yeah.
also going to announce, maybe we can put a message on. Get this. Cool.
Great. So I guess we don't have more questions for today. Amazing. Okay, so let's finish this session. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you, Andrea, one more time. I hope that you enjoyed this session. It was amazing. And see you in the next session. So I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you, everyone. See you in the next session. Bye-bye.
Right.